We continue now at the top of Daf Pezayin Amud Beis in Meseches Eruvin. This is Eruvin Daf 87b. The Gemara again is discussing a Makas Tanoim in terms of if you have a stream of water that runs between two houses, there are windows in each of the houses. Question is, can you fill up from the stream? So the Gemara said that there's a Machlokas Tanoim. How big does the banks of that stream have to be where you can no longer fill up from the water? And it's basically an issue of being machlif. In other words, according to one opinion, once the banks are 3 tefachim high, you can no longer lower the pail onto the bank and then from the bank to the river and vice versa, because the bank of that stream is no longer considered a makom p'tur. The other opinion said it was 4 tefachim, that once the bank reaches 4 tefachim wide, so then it's no longer a makom p'tur. But again, the issue is that if it is a makom p'tur, then of course you could be machlif. The Gemara asks, but you're not allowed to be machlif from a makom p'tur, meaning you can't carry something from a rishus hayachid to a makom p'tur to a rishus harabim, and vice versa. You can carry something from rishus hayachid to a makom p'tur, but you can't then go to rishus harabim. So how come over here, if it's a makom p'tur, you're allowed to go from the house to the makom p'tur into the stream? So the Gemara answers, Hacha Rishuyas Derabanan. Here, where we're talking about Rishuyas Derabanan, there's no Rishus Hayachid to Rishus Harabim. The house is a Rishus Hayachid, and the stream is a Carmelis. It's not a Rishus Harabim. So you're allowed to be machlif in such a situation. So the Gemara says, what are you talking about? Rabbi Yochanan Berishuyas Derabanan Nami Yomar. Rabbi Yochanan himself said you're not allowed to be machlif even by Rishuyas Derabanan. Titzanan, because we learned in a Mishnah, Kosel Shebein Beis Chatzeros. Let's say you have a wall that separates 2 courtyards. It's 10 tvachim high, it's 4 tvachim wide. Ma'arvin shnayim, vein ma'arvin echad, they're separated, they have to make separate eruvs, they can't do it together. Hayu barosho peiros elu olin mikan v'yochlin ve'elu olin mikan v'yochlin. If there are fruits on top of that wall, so then each side can take the fruits and bring them down and use them, and rather eat them up there. Nifratz hakosel adas aramos, if the wall has a gap until tanamos, ma'arvin shnayim v'imrotzu ma'arvin echad, then they could make separate eruvs, or they can make an eruv together, mevneshu kapesach, because it's like a doorway between the 2 chatzeros. Yoser mikan, if the gap is more than that, ma'arvin echad ve'im ma'arvin shnayim, there's no separation between them at all. They have to make one eruv, they can't make 2 separate eruvs. V'havinon ba ein bo arba mai. So then we asked on that Mishnah, okay, what happens if the area on top of the wall is not even 4 tefachim? If it's 4 tefachim, I understand they can go up there, they can eat the fruit up there. But if it's less than 4 tefachim, what's the halacha? And we had a machlokas amoraim. This was a little earlier in the Masechet. Amar Rav, Avir Beis Rishuyos Sholetus Bo. Rav said that you have the airspace of both chatzeros that rule over this area. V'lo yazis bo moli nimi. You can't move the fruit at all. Basically, it's like an area with no eruv. You can't move anything. For Rabbi Yochanan Amar Elu Malin Mikan V'Yochlin Ve'elu Malin Mikan V'Yochlin, and Rabbi Yochanan said no, they can go up there and eat, and they can go up there and eat, and they can each bring down to their own area. V'Yazder Rabbi Yochanan l'Taim, and Rabbi Yochanan follows his reasoning. The Chiyaser Avdimi Amar Rabbi Yochanan Makam Shein Bo Arba Al Arba. Rabbi Yochanan said, when Rav Dimi came, he said in the name of Rabbi Yochanan that if you have an area that's not 4 by 4 tefachim, mutter levnei rishus harabim v'levnei rishus hayachid l'chasef olav, people from rishus harabim and rishus hayachid can transfer onto that area and take from that area uvilvad shelo yachlifu, as long as they're not machlif. So the point is, Rabbi Yochanan in that particular case allowed it. It was a situation of rishuyos derabanan. It was just 2 chatzeros. And Rabbi Yochanan allowed it, but he did not allow you to be machlif. So we can't answer that the situation over here with this stream, we're talking about being machlif, because you're not allowed to be machlif from a makom p'tur. So the Gemara answers, Hahi zi'iri amra. That particular statement from Rabbi Yochanan was not actually just Rabbi Yochanan. It was actually Ze'iri said in the name of Rabbi Yochanan. Rashi says, Ze'iri amra mishmeid Rabbi Yochanan. Aval Rav Dimi alibid Rabbi Yochanan mutter la'achlif. Ze'iri said you can't be machlif. But according to Rav Dimi, in the name of Rabbi Yochanan, you actually could be machlif, and that's going to be the answer. But the Gemara says, okay, v'la Ze'iri kasha. So the Gemara says, well, how is v'la Ze'iri kasha? According to Ze'iri, we have a difficulty over here. Rashi says, the katani la'el pachos migimel meshal shel deli mamali. What did it say? It said that if it's less than 3 tvachim, you're allowed to lower the deli. V'leko l'ukmei ela ba'agfei ula'achlif. We said that the only way we could understand it is we're talking about the banks of that stream, and you're being machlif. Alma b'rishuyis derabanan machlifin derech makom p'tur. You see that just from the brisa itself that you're allowed to be machlif by rishuyos derabanan through a makom p'tur, and Ziri says you're not allowed to. So the Gemara answers, Ziri mukim la ba'amas hamayim gufa. You're right, Ziri will have to say that the machlokas tanoim over there between the Rabbanan and Rav Shimon Gamliel is talking about how wide the stream is. And the question is, when a stream is 3 tvachim wide, does it become a carmelis, or does it need to be 4 tvachim wide to be a carmelis? And Ze'iri will have to say for Rav Dimi Tanoihi that Rav Dimi's statement that you need 4 tvachim to be a carmelis is actually a machlokas tanoim according to Ze'iri. So the Gemara now asks an additional question on this case of the stream. Why isn't the stream considered a carmelis? Because it's like the holes of a carmelis. Meaning, if you would follow this stream out of the area between the two houses, out into the public domain, it's going to be a carmelis. It's going to get larger when it goes out into the public domain. So this should be like an attachment, like a hole, so to speak. The classic case is Chorei Rishos Harabim. Let's say you have a Rishos Harabim and you have like a wall with holes in it. That's considered Chorei Rishos Harabim. It's an extension of the Rishos Harabim. This should be an extension of the carmelis. So the Gemara says, Abaya Baravin, Rav Chanina Baravin, Abaya the son of Avin, and Rav Chanina Baravin, Da Amri Tarvayu, they both answer, Ein Chorin the carmelis. There's no halach of Chorin for a carmelis. The halach of Chorin only applies to Rishos Harabim. Rav Ashi says, Afilu Tema Yesh Chorin the carmelis. You could even say there is a halach of Chorin by carmelis. Hani Mili Besmucha, but that's only true if the Chor is close to the area you're talking about. When you have Chorei Rishos Harabim, it's very close to the Rishos Harabim, so they're considered Rishos Harabim. Hacha b'mufleges, here, it's so far away, this stream becomes larger at a distance, so that we don't consider Chorei carmelis. Ravina says, now Ravina is going back to the machlokas and the brisa between the Rabbanan and Rav Shimon. Remember, we have a whole discussion over here. The Rabbanan say that if once it hits 3 tvachim wide, and Rav Shimon Gamliel says once it hits 4 tvachim wide. Question is, what were they talking about? Shir carmelis should generally be 4 tvachim. If we're talking about the banks of this stream, again, you shouldn't be allowed to be machlif anyway. That was the difficulty with that pshat. So Ravina is going to offer a third explanation. Could go into Aved lo nifki apuma. The case actually is at the entrance and exit of this area, of this chutzir, where this stream is running through between these two houses, you actually close it off. You're actually closing off that stream. You make basically a wall within the stream. But the wall doesn't totally close off. It closes off it's either less than 3 tvachim or it has less than 4 tvachim of a gap to allow the water in and out. And the machlokas and the brisa between the Rabbanan and Rav Shimon Gamliel is actually what is lavud. So the Rabbanan say lavud is less than 3 tvachim. So if the gap that's allowing the water in is less than 3 tvachim, it's like you've totally sealed it up. It's not even like connected to the stream that's outside, and it's completely its own independent stream of water that you can fill up from. And Rav Shimon Gamliel says it has to be less than 4 tvachim in order to be lavud. Rashi over here says, Ravina Amar Hai Shiura, the Gimel Vidala, the Rabbanan and Rav Shimon Gamliel. This machlokas about 3 tvachim, 4 tvachim between the Rabbanan and Rav Shimon Gamliel. Lo b'shir adam agufa, v'lo b'akfil hachlif. It's not a machlokas how wide the stream is, not a machlokas how wide the banks of the stream are. Ela David lo nifki motzos. You make these kind of openings where the water's coming in. Apuma b'chniso v'yitzia v'izchal ha'mechitza samach la'akve b'soch ogne mikan mikan. The mechitza starting over there, right there by the rim of the stream on each side. V'lo chibra be'emsa she'amayim nechnasim v'yotin. But the area you're closing off, you leave a little bit of space so the water goes in and out derech sham through that opening. V'amri rabbanan depachas migimel amrin lavud. And so the rabbanan say if that gap is less than 3 tvachim, we say lavud. Avol gimel lo amrin lavud v'yasser de pirtzi. But once it's already 3 tvachim or more, there's no lavud. You have like a pirtza, and now you have a problem. Rav Shimon l'tayme damer b'parakama pachas midalid lavud. Rav Shimon says that in order to have lavud, it needs to be less than 4 tvachim. And the Gemara continues with the Mishnah gezustra shi lamalim min hamayim. Again, you have like a platform right above the water. Ein mimalin heimen v'shabbos so limkein asul lamechitza gavas ar tvachim bein milmala bein milmata. You're not allowed to fill up from this gezustra from the water on Shabbos, unless you, like we said earlier, you drill a hole in the bottom of the gezustra and you build a mechitza 10 tvachim high, either above the platform or below the platform. V'chein shtei gezustra zu lamala mizu. Also, let's say you have 2 platforms, one above the other, not directly above, but one above the other, one higher than the other. Asul elyon v'lo asul tachtona. If you made mechitzas for the upper one and not the lower one, shteyen asuros ad she'ervu. They're both going to be asur until they make an eruv together, because the assumption is the people on the lower platform as well are going to use the same opening. So the Gemara says, Masnisan delo kechananya ben Akavia. It seems like our Mishnah doesn't follow Chananya ben Akavia that we just quoted on the previous Amud. The Tanya we learned in the Brisa, Chananya ben Akavia, Omer gezustra sheyesh ba daled al daled amos chokek ba daled al daled umamale. He said that if you have a gezustra platform that's 4 by 4 amos, which is 24 by 24 tvachim, all you need to do is carve a hole 4 by 4 tvachim in the middle, and the rest of the gezustra, we bend it, so to speak, halachically, and make it as if it's walls 10 tvachim high, and that's good enough. You don't need to build any mechitzos. So the Gemara says, Amar Rabbi Yochanan Mishum Rabbi Yossi ben Zimra. Rabbi Yochanan said in the name of Rabbi Yossi ben Zimra, and again, because the kash is in our Mishnah, you need to actually build walls. Apparently, we're not doing this idea of just bending the platform. So the Gemara answers, Rabbi Yochanan said in the name of Rabbi Yossi ben Zimra, Lo hitter Rabbi Chananya ben Akavia la biyama shel Taveri. As we said earlier in the previous Amud, Rabbi Chananya ben Akavia's entire heter is only in the Yam shel Taveria, Hoel v'yesh lo gnayim, because the Sea of Taveria has rims, v'ayaros v'karfifos makifos osa, there's cities, there's enclosed areas surrounding it. Basically, it has walls almost built in naturally, avo b'shar meimos lo, but we wouldn't allow it by other bodies of water. Tanur Rabbanan, we learned in a brayso, Gimel Devarim hitter Rabbi Chananya ben Akavia la'anshe Taveria. There were actually 3 leniencies that Rabbi Chananya ben Akavia allowed for the people of Taveria. Memalin mayim migzustra b'Shabbos, what we said earlier just now, that you're allowed to fill up water from a gzustra platform on Shabbos, even if you haven't actually built the mechitzos. We can look at it, view the board as if it is bent and you have mechitzos. V'tomnin be'etza, also you're allowed to insulate with etza. They used to insulate their food, their vegetables, with the psoles of kidneys, the psoles of legumes. So again, that's like the junk, that's like the pods of these legumes. So you're allowed to do that. And finally, the last leniency, mustapkin ba'aluntis. He also said you're allowed to dry. He allowed the Anshe Taveria to dry with towels. In the case of filling up water from the Gzustra on Shabbos, that's what we just said. What's the situation of being tomein the person's fruits with Eitzah? What's the situation? The Tanya we learned in a brayso. Hishkim lahavi psoles. Let's say a person woke up early in order to bring the psoles. This is the Eitzah, the psoles of the kidneys. Im b'shvil sheyesh alav tal. So if the reason why he woke up early is because he specifically wants the psoles to have dew on it, hareu b'chiyutan. So then the moisture, the tal, is considered b'chiyutan, meaning it is a liquid which he wants. He desires it for some reason, and therefore it's machshir the fruits to be makabel tumah. The halacha is, if the person has intention to use the water, then the water is machshir the fruits to be makabel tumah. But if he just woke up early not because he wants the dew, he doesn't want the dew specifically for insulation, he just wanted to wake up early because he didn't want to waste any time, he wants to work. So eino b'chiyutan, then the water is not going to be machshir the fruit to be makabel tumah. Ustam, and then the brayso will continue that generally the Anshe Taveria, we'll see that discussion in the next video on Daf Peches Amud Aleph.